On the South Shore, a Duxbury mother is still in the hospital tonight, 1 week after police say she murdered her 3 children. Lindsay Clancy jumped out of a window in an apparent suicide attempt.
The tragedy has opened up an ongoing conversation about the mental health struggles many women face after giving birth. 1 in 5 women will experience a mental health disorder during pregnancy or in the first year following childbirth. That's according to the Maternal Mental Health Leadership Alliance. Boston 25 News reporter Drew Carita sat down with 2 local moms, very brave. They're part of that statistic. He's live outside MGH to share how they're hoping, Drew, to help others tonight.
Carrie, as you know, comprehending how a mother of 3 and labor and delivery nurse here at Mass General Hospital could allegedly do the unimaginable to her kids has been heart-wrenching for so many. But it's also opening up a dialogue about the issues many new mothers deal with quietly. We sat down with 2 mothers who are sharing their stories in hopes of reaching others suffering in silence.
It brought 32 years ago back to me. It was horrifying.
32 years after the birth of her only child, the memories of Julie Domenico's year-and-a-half journey with postpartum depression remain vivid.
The most dark black hole that you can even imagine. And you're looking for a ray of light, but you don't see it.
Domenico recalls painful thoughts of harming herself and at times the daughter she brought into this world.
I was driving one day and I realized that something was seriously wrong with me. And I got off the highway with her and drove home and said to my husband, you know, I need help. Something's really not right with me at all.
She says she encountered many obstacles in getting help, starting with her first visit to a postpartum depression specialist.
Within a 10-minute appointment, she just handed me a script for Prozac and said, take this and call me in a month.
Decades later, the best friend of Domenico's daughter would go on to experience her own struggle with postpartum mental health.
It's scary. It's scary when you have those thoughts and you don't want to say anything to anybody because you don't want to be judged.
34-year-old Nicole Pelly is a nurse and a mother of a 6-year-old boy and 3-year-old girl. She says she experienced severe postpartum depression and anxiety after the birth of her son and suffered silently for 8 months before speaking up.
A wire goes loose in some of us. I knew that what I was thinking was wrong. You know, you catch yourself thinking things, you're like that's not right. I shouldn't be angry at my baby.
Pelly and Domenico both feel lucky to have made it through to the other side with the help of family support. In the decades that separated their postpartum experiences, they feel the stigma around mental illness for new moms has not changed much and believe postpartum mental health care continues to be inadequate in Massachusetts.
Motherhood is portrayed now on Facebook and Instagram as this beautiful thing, and no one is open and honest about it.
Women need to speak out when they're feeling this way.
Some lawmakers and advocacy groups here in Massachusetts have been focused on increasing mental health screenings for new mothers in recent years. While a woman typically has 1 post-op visit about 6 weeks after giving birth, a baby typically has about 7 visits to the pediatrician in their first year. We're live in Boston. Drew Carita for your local station, Boston 25 News.
These conversations are so important, Drew. Thank you for that story. We want to thank both of those women for sharing their story with us as well.